Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, students. How are you doing today? It's time to learn new concept about time. Today's SLOs is to read time on clock, hours and minutes. Focus on o'clock, half past, quarter past, and quarter to.
Hey, I am a clock.
Let's start basics of the clock. The hands of the clock always moving around in a circle. The first clock we see is the analog clock. This whole circle have a lines and numbers on it and is the face of the clock. These are all numbers all the way around the clock. These numbers represent the hour on the clock. You also notice there are tiny lines the clock. These tiny lines are 1 2 3 4 and 5. These are 60 lines on the clock. These little lines represent the minutes, and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Students, there are two hands on the clock. They are not same size. This is important. One hand tells the hours while the other hand tells the minutes. The longer hand you see is the minute hand, and the shorter hand is called the hours hand. So the long hand tells us the minutes and the short hand tells us the hours. So now we know the basic of the analog clock. This is analog clock. We have also a digital clock. It also tells what time it is, just like the analog clock. The two dots on the digital clock separate the hours from the minutes. The hour on the left and the minute on the right side. Analog clock shows time using hands, numbers, and digital clock only uses numbers. See, 9 hours, 52 minutes. And an analog clock, we will have to read the minute hand and hours hand. The long is the minute hand and the shorter is called the hour hand. Friends, as you know, all these numbers around the clock are represent the hours on the clock, right? So the small hand is for hours. Numbers represent hours. So for minutes, we will count the small tiny lines. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 2. So you can just count by 5 15 20 25 30. So here you see 30 minutes. When we have to add 5 more, you will get 35. At 8, we have 40 minutes. Hand represent the minute hand. 40, 45, 50, 55 and 60. So here you see when we have completed a 60 minutes, it convert to 0 o'clock, right? So first 3 o'clock is 3 o'clock. If my small hand is on 1 and the long hand on 6, so here you can read the clock. Small hand. First you will have to write the small hand, right? So small hand is for hours and hour represent the hour. So first we write the hour, that is 1 hour. Then we will go for the second hand, that is the minute hand. Then we will read the minute hand. So minute hand is on 6, but we cannot write the 6. What we have to do, we will multiply with 5. So 6 5 are 30, right? So it means we have 30 minutes. 30 minutes means half past. Half past. 1. 30 minutes means half past and then 1. Students, here you will have to see we have 4 equal parts. So this is our first quarter. First quarter means we have completed 15 minutes here from 0 to 15. We have 4 quarters. First quarter, right? And here is your second quarter. So this all side is your quarter past. Quarter past. Right? So the long hand of the clock on 3, so it means quarter past. If the long hand on 9, then it means quarter to. And the minutes are 45. Quarter to and the minutes are 45. So at the minute hand is on 45. So it means we can write it as quarter to. What we call it, quarter to the next hour, and 15 minutes past. So it is quarter past. When it's 15 minutes past, it is also called quarter past. When 15 minutes to, it means quarter to. Is it clear? Thank you, class. You will have to do 162 and 163 page on book.